Okay, guys, good morning. Welcome to analysis from Cube Concept Situation Room. On the moderation is the usual guy, Aniti Akban. With me, um, Derek White and Michael Ekukwan. I'm still there. I was also there, and amiable students that came to make this a worldwide venture. So we're gonna look at some fundamental analysis first. You know that tomorrow Biden is going to be sworn in as the president of the United States. Is it the 46th president or thereabout of the United States of America? And you know that the markets, especially pairs that have the USD, will be a little bit choppy. So while we will be looking at the technical analysis, you should also be listening to or searching for fundamental analysis to help you in picking your trades. Okay, so that's why we'll not be doing very much of USD pairs, but we're going to do some USD pairs. But we'll be looking at both the fundamental and the technical analysis. Right now, the USD from last Saturday, from last week Friday, has been gaining so much strength. The bond yields coming in 10 yearly bond yield came in stronger and is making the USD to be quite strong. Okay, JPY itself is also very strong because right now the second wave did not really hit them so hard and the economy is very, very strong. Those are the fundamental analysis. So looking at the technical analysis, the pairs we'll be looking at is or are the GBP JPY, the Euro NZD, NZD USD, Euro USD, USD CAD, and we're going to look at the spot metal gold or XAU USD. So first and foremost, the GBP JPY pair. JPY, it's this week JPY looks strong, but our technical analysis is telling us to buy. Going to the monthly, you can see that you can see an upward channel on the monthly time frame there, and for the past 2 3 months or 2 months, the pair has been buying. And if you also look at, let me maximize that. If you also look at the moving average line, you find out that the 10 moving average just crossed the 20 moving average for a buy, though the 50 moving average is also acting as a resistance. So we'll be looking at where that will break up to. But definitely, it looks like a buy market, though the very point that the market is now is a resistance. Going to weekly, you can see that the market just moved up a bit, and the up channel is still very intact, though this point is a resistance. So let's see what the market is going to do. If it breaks above the 200 moving average on the weekly, then the market is going to go all the way up to the top of the resistance line or the up channel line, which is about 400 pips or thereabout. So I will be looking for buying opportunities. If I'm trading on weekly, I wait for a close above the 200 moving average. So it's looking like a buy. On the daily, you could see that the 10 and 20 moving average for a while now, for some days now. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 days. The 10 moving average, that is 16 days, is about 3 weeks, has been holding up strong. So for me, it's still a very good buying opportunity for GBP, JPY. I could do a buy stop above this point, a buy stop above 142.272, and I'll take it all the way to the top at 146.09049. Okay, if you'll be willing to wait. We'll look for buying opportunities. Do a buy stop above that point, and then you could buy up all the way. We have a lot of pips there, so it depends on how many pips. I'm looking for 100 pips, 200 pips, 300 pips, even 400 pips or thereabout. On H4, we are seeing a definite buy because we could actually see an up channel going up, and the pair is actually buying. So I think we'll be long on this pair this week. So take your buy stop, check the market, and do your bit. Okay. The next one is the Euro NZD. Euro NZD. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Oh, gotcha. Okay. Now the Euro NZD pair has been selling for a very long while. In fact, it has been selling for the past 3 months. If you add January, this is the fourth month. Okay, and you can see it in the monthly charts. Okay, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's just take the red ones, the most current one for the past 3 months. And you could see last month ended with a gravestone doji. Okay, and this month has started again. It looks like a doji, but it's actually a bullish doji. So um, for me, I think a morning star is in the offing here. All right, but the 10 and 20 EMA is telling me to sell, but I think the sell has been exhausted. Okay, because of this long bearish candle and an indecision candle, gravestone doji to be precise, and I'm thinking this will be a push up. Now, if you look at the monthly from the current price to the moving average lines, you have well over 300 pips. So I think we can still buy this pair for all it's worth. On the weekly, you can see that the bullish candle formation is coming up fine. And on the weekly, you can see that has been a flag, so to say, or a descending channel, okay, coming from a very short mass, upward mass. So we're expecting this to push upwards at least to the top of the channel. Okay, now looking at the candlestick pattern, I can see an inside up formation here. You can also call this a morning star, but all in all, we're looking at bullish formation. So I will still be long on this pair. If you go to D1, you could see that for a while now, the pair has hit an all-time low, so to say. Let me minimize that so that you understand. You can see that the pair has hit the low of this descending channel. Let me extend that a bit. Okay, that's it, the low of the descending channel. That's the support for that channel, and for a while now the pair has not ascended upwards. Okay, so I think it's now time for the pair to ascend upwards. So I'll be buying this position as far as I'm concerned. Even from the current point to the 50 moving average is about 70 pips. So for guys that do 50 pips, you can take these 50 pips and enjoy yourself. So I'll be looking for buying opportunities. It's a buy for me, and that's what I'm going to do the whole of this week. Even looking at the current position on H4 to the moving average line 200, you can still have 50 pips to do what to buy. So it's a buy situation here. That's what I'm going to do. For NZD USD, that pair has been buying for a while. Let me get to the chart so that we can see it together. That pair has been buying for a while, monthly as usual. You see the pair has been buying for a while. If you can see this descending trend line, okay, it broke out of that trend line some months ago. How many months? Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months ago, and it has been buying. The whole of December, it was a very strong buy. Even November saw a very, very strong buy. You can see it with the size of the candle. So as you all know, market does not just go on a straight line. It goes up, retraces a bit before it continues the upward movement. Right now, the pair edged towards the 200 moving average on monthly. I think it closed above it on monthly. All right. Though the next month we are now having a selling month with the bearish candle. Okay. So this month might be selling because we have just done 2 weeks. This is the third week and we are still selling. So I'll be taking selling opportunities for NZD USD. Uh, okay, selling opportunities. That's what I'll be looking at. Okay, because they have been buying for a while, so it is now retracing to continue the buy. Okay, so it's a sell opportunity, though it could be a short sell opportunity. So I'll be looking for sell entries so that I can take the sell and jump out before the buy actually continues. On the D1, it's still the same old, same old. We're looking at sell here. You see, it has been buying for a while. It's coming down and it's going to sell for a while, at least to the 0.70244 points before it continues the buy. So I'll be short on this pair NZD USD. For Euro USD, is doing basically the same thing as the NZD USD. The pair has been buying for a while. The strong buy was in November, where it had a very large bullish candle that we can see there. All right. Right now it is retracing. Okay. I think it could retrace all the way to the bottom of the bullish candle. That's about 120 pips or thereabout, and it will form a tweezer top, okay, before it now continues the buy. So 118 pips, that's about 100 pips. I will go for a sell also for this pair before it goes up for its buy. So it's retracing. You do a sell, but if you don't want to do a sell, you have to wait till next week for it to continue buying. And we'll also look at what will happen between today, tomorrow, and the week. There are a lot of activities, especially the inauguration of the Biden's administration. I can't remember what is the 46th president of the United States. So his policies and his speech will really affect the USD. All right. So let's see how that happens. But for now, we'll be looking at selling this pair, Euro USD. For USD card, where are you? USD card, where are you guys? Just a sec. I'm gonna find that. Okay, found it. All right. USD card on monthly. Let me. Okay, let me leave the lines. The lines will do us well. Okay. USD card has for a while now. I still think it would sell. We're looking at a very sharp retracement on the monthly that past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 months. Wow, we're selling for the first time. That means the Canadian dollars has been doing better than the US dollar. Okay, so this month is just showing an indecision. So for me, if I'm not selling the pair, I'll just take a chill pill and wait to see what the next candle, the next month will look like. But we still have 2 weeks to go. So let's look at lower time frames and let's see what the lower time frame has to offer. Okay. On the weekly, we are still seeing a lot of indecision candles here. All right. But if we want to go along with the trend, it's a selling trend. It's a selling trend. And you can see that the pair has not been able to break above the 10 and 20 moving average for a very long while. Okay, let me see. Let me get a ruler and see. Since June 2020, it has not been able to break above the 20 moving average. So for me, if I want to trade this pair, I'll be looking for selling opportunities with this pair. On the daily, we are still selling. Even the 10 and 20 moving average. It's still telling me to sell as the 10 moving average is below the 20 moving average. Looking at the candlestick, we're having a bearish candle for today, and I will still say I'll be short on this position. Let me see. I'll be short on this position. Even the line chart is telling me that we should be selling this way, because you can see the impulse move is actually down. Okay, so we'll still sell this pair today or this week. So please look for selling opportunities. That's what I'll be looking for this week as regards the USD CAD. Okay, now the gold or the XAU USD. Gold has been selling for the past 2 weeks, if I'm correct. All right. Currently, gold monthly is selling. Okay. So the monthly candle for gold is a selling candle. Okay. Let's see what happens on the weekly to see if this will be confirmed. For the past 2 weeks, that is last week and the upper week, gold has been selling. Okay. So let's see this week, since yesterday and today, it has bought for, let's just count the pips. It has bought 70 pips. Now the issue with gold is that it is directly connected to the strength of the dollar, and you see the dollar seems to be having more strength because of the fact that, okay, Trump has finally conceded defeat, and that we'll be looking at the inauguration of Trump. So investors are more confident with their investments, and they think the economy the economy is settled and business will be going on. So if the dollar is gaining strength, we are expecting gold to still sell. That is fundamental. Now going to daily, if we go to daily on gold, all right, we can still see, this is silver that I'm looking at. Well, they do the same thing. Going to daily on gold, all right, this is gold now. Okay, we can still see, let me still go back to monthly, so we see that it's almost the same. The candle is still bearish. Okay, on the weekly, it has been selling for the past 2 weeks. So if we do an analysis for gold, and you're a person trading silver, you can also use the same analysis for silver. So it actually goes in line. Okay, so now on the daily, let me minimize for us to see the flag. The flag is still in play. Okay, so last week, if you can see, our flag was actually this way. Okay, and we believe that there was a breakout upwards, but from the sell from last week, I think between Thursday and Friday, we can actually see that our channel is actually this way. Okay, so the channel is still in place. This is going to is a long-term sell, but a long-term buy rather, because if I minimize this, you will see that the flag is formed from this mark. So it's a bullish flag forming from this marks from let me see, March 23 of 2020. So I'm pushing all the way up to this point. It went about 5,545 pips. Okay, so that's the mask, and this is a bullish flag. So we're expecting an upward move. Right now, the pair sold last week due to what's happening with the US. We're still expecting it to sell because the US dollar is strong. So we'll be short, though the sell might be short term. But overall, this pair is what? Bullish. But we can't wait for that bullish movement. We still have to trade in between before the buy finally starts. Now, we're still bearish on this pair, and if you look at the 200 moving average, the pair closed below it. It's trying to retest the 200 moving average and come down, maybe up to this level. Let me see, where is that level? Up to this level, at 1764.99. So when it gets to that point, then a buy can start, and we could envisage that it will break the upper channel. But right now, we're still expecting it to sell for this week. So we'll be short on this pair. Okay? All right. So I think those are the pairs we're looking at today. And please use your fundamental analysis this week compared with your technical analysis so you can make very correct and interesting decisions. Guys, please comment on our analysis. Thumbs up when we take analysis and analysis plays out well. Send us your comments, send us your observations. Let's know. Thank you very much, guys. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to give us a thumbs up and click on the bell so that you have notifications of our analysis once we do. Thank you very much, guys. This came from the analysis room, aka situation room of the Q Concept Forex Trading Group. The moderator has always remained an ETF and humbly. Other analysis, Michael Bupan and Darego White, Mr. George, and most of our students that came in today to make this a worthwhile venture. Thank you very much and happy trading week. See you next week.